test cases. So you want me to design the test case based on the user stories or one application based you want? Like this application based, if you want, I'll show you one how to design the test case for this scenario, or you can take any scenario, how to design the test cases. Okay. And so how you want a user story based you want me to write? For example, login scenario. Okay. So see that. See, now this is the user story and they have written user story like this. So I'll open in the separate tab. So this is the, so one user story. So this is the user story. Okay. So when you see this, we need to add an epic for this. I will add an epic. We have these are the different type of epics. I will just add so SB feature. Okay, so that epic, this user story belongs to this epic, right? So okay, fine. Now you have as a user, I want to an option to stay logged in so that I don't have to enter my credentials every time. So next, second requirement you read and understand thoroughly. Okay, that's a very important. As a user, I want to be able to reset my password if I forgot it, so that I can regain access to my account. So understand all these requirements. You understand. As a user, I want to see an error message if I enter incorrect login details, so that I know when my login attempt has failed. So these are the requirements given like this. So we need to write a test cases for this. Or let me show you one more. First, understand the requirements. That's a very important. So as much as you understand the requirements, that's crucial. Once you understand the requirements, if you don't understand, read multiple times. As a user, I want an option to stay logged in so that I don't have to enter my credentials every time. So there might be an option. Remember. So remember on this laptop, there will be a checkbox they will provide on login section. Okay. So such kind of scenario, this one. That's a first requirement. Second requirement, okay, you need to reset your password. You forget it, you want to reset it. That means there is a forget password link will be there in the login section. So that you have to write a test case. So this is just a requirement, but you have to write a lot of test cases it will generate here. And here also. See this. So read very clear. As a user, I want to see an error message if I enter incorrect login details, so that I know when my login attempt has failed. Is it understandable or any complication is there in these requirements? So any complication here? Sir, here only 3 lines are there, but how many test cases will generate? Let's go and see. So we'll write, let's understand before going to write these test cases, let's understand the registration scenario. That means sign up process. You need to create an account. Account is nothing but creating account is nothing but a registration process or sign up process. So understand this, there are three, here also 3 requirements only. As a user, I want to log in via my social media accounts. so that I can quickly access the platform without creating a new account. So what are the social media accounts, sir? Can you tell me? What are the social media accounts?
Facebook,
Twitter.
Twitter,
Only one.
Netflix.
Facebook one, correct. Then what about others?
Twitter, Netflix.
Twitter, okay.
Amazon,
Dropbox.
Amazon is not a social media.
okay.
It's not social media.
Instagram.
Instagram, okay. Okay, so
LinkedIn.
Google account also you can use Google account, Facebook, and LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. All these are social media accounts. So they will ask you to log in either through Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter. Any of these accounts you can use to log into particular website. You don't need to create a new account. That's what this first point is talking. So you can generate so many test cases here, right? But they will give you in detail what are the social media accounts. I asked a question, right? You have to ask, okay, what are the different social media accounts you are going to use in this login process or in this sign up process? You can ask. There is no harm in that. If you're not clear, who will give that? Who will give this requirement related info? Huh? Who will give requirement related info? If you want, who will give that? Oh my God. Huh? What happened? All your whatever we learned in the Agile process, everything gone, huh?
Product manager, he gives the requirement, he collects information from the client and
Yeah, product manager will give for you, right? Any requirement related doubts, clarifications, any more info required, the contact person is a product owner. Okay? He is the one. You can ask him, okay? Okay, what you told social media accounts. So what are the social media accounts you're going to implement here? They will write more detailed here also, okay? That this again detailed things they will write here about these points. So that's what backlog grooming or grooming sessions will improve to refine more requirements. They will give more details here. That's what it is going to happen. Okay, all these points are important and you're just ignoring. I already given all the info and you're ignoring this. You cannot answer in the interviews. Very basic questions. These are all. If you really work, there only they will catch you. If I didn't explain, you can you can ignore, or you can say, "You sir, you didn't explain this," and you're asking. You can raise a question, but I explained them. The requirement related, everything prepared, written by product owner or business analyst. Or you have any queries, more data you want, you can check with your technical lead also. He might have more info. So you can check with your technical lead if your product owner is not available. Technical lead might have a better understanding on this requirements. Okay, second requirement. Let's go on. As a new user, I want to choose my own username and password during registration so that I can personalize my login credentials. That means you are not going to use a social media accounts. You are going to create with your own custom data. So that is the another thing. Okay, next. As a new user, I want to provide my basic information during registration, such as name, date of birth, so that I can personalize my profile. So this is the another requirements. So any questions here understanding these requirements? Any questions?
No.
So which one we will write first test cases? Login or registration?
Login.
Okay, let's go and write. No, this will write the more. So test case. Let's get started with the requirement based test cases. We'll write. So you have a user story, user story based test cases we are writing. So I will. I'll show you the template. Okay. Now what is this user story number? What is the user story number?
282.
Q82, right? That's the user
Mhm.
story number. So let's go and our template. We have a template, test cases template. So this is the test case template. So already I mentioned, I'll create one more. I'll take a fresh template. Test case ID. I'll create a new sheet. So that I will clear all these things. Let me clear all these things. Okay, anyhow, fine. So the first test case, see this is the template. Test case ID, FRS ID, I can say user story, user story, user story ID. Test case name, test data, precondition, description, expected result, actual result, status, bug ID, all this. So status, all these things you won't get now. Only after. So once you get the build, then only you will get it. Okay. The first one, let me change user story test case. Login user story test case, I can say. Login user story test case. Okay, yeah. So verify application homepage, I'll say. Okay. Application can be anything, okay? Application home page. So maybe I can say example, example.com website, okay? So first you need to launch your browser. The steps you have to write, detailed steps you have to write. So launch any browser, type the URL. So go and type the URL. So example.com, press the enter key. So then example.com homepage should be displayed. Example homepage should be displayed. You have to use a should be, okay? So in the expectors. Why you are not going to fill actual status bug ID? This is only when you're executing the test cases. So the actual result is given by application, right? Now we don't have application. We are writing based on the user stories. You don't have application. So the application, they have to develop it. So now they have given a requirement. So now developer is going to work on their coding and everything. And as a tester, you will work your task. Your task is preparing test cases for this user story. That is the thing you are going to do. Now I'll do QAT. So user story QAT2. That's a user story. Okay. So what is so as a user, I want an option to stay logged in. That means they are expecting remember me on this laptop or on this system something, the checkbox will be there. So first we need to enter, first we need to write the test case with a valid scenario. Right, let's write it with a valid scenario without checking that checkbox. So verify sign in link maybe in the example section, maybe you have a example section, example web page, example verify sign in link in example home page. So the example home page should be displayed. Example is one website, okay, one website. Example home page should be displayed. There you can verify the sign in link in example home page. So sign in form should be available in example home page. Example home page. So that means sign in form, it will display like this. So if you click on this, see, you are clicking and you got a sign in. See, this is the sign in form. So you got a keep me signed in checkbox. The similar one I have. So we have a user story. So let's write that test cases. So sign in form is displayed. Now validate sign in link. So this is just a sign in link should be available, not form. You're just checking the sign in link is present in the home page or not, like this, right? I just shown you back here. Sign in link is present or not, you are checking. So that's what this task is. So you launch the URL, your application, and you are checking sign in link is present or not in the home page. That's just a verification. Now you are doing a validation. Validation means what? You're clicking. That's the validation. You're validating, validate, sign in link. So example, home page should be displayed. Click on sign in link. System should navigate to sign in page. See, when you click on this, it is navigating to sign in page, right? It reached here. So that's the another test case. Now, so next one, test case, you have to order test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, and test case 4 like that. So verify sign in page content. So I'm just checking verify sign in page content. So what is their sign in page? I'm just putting this in. Example, sign in page should be displayed and verify sign in page content. So I'm just saying sign in page header text, verify the secure login text with the lock image. Maybe I'm just writing this one. Okay. So next, so username edit box, password edit box, sign in button, forget password link, create a new account link. So remember me, I'll just change remember me checkbox. Okay, I'll change remember me checkbox. And this is also fine. Keep me signed in checkbox. That's what they have given, right, in the requirements. So stay logged in. I'll put stay logged in. Okay. Stay logged in checkbox. Stay logged in checkbox. Next. Yeah, this is not required. Okay. Yeah, these are the things. So sign in button, forget password, link, create new account link, stay signed in, checkbox. Say this also not required. Maybe you can say that's not required. Username edit box, password edit. So you are aware of, right? You edit box means what? Are anybody having doubt? Edit box or input box is a same. Let me show you edit box. This is the one. Username label. This one edit box. Password edit box. So this checkbox is there. This is the small square that is called checkbox. And this is the button, sign in button. So this is the link, the blue color. And when you mouse over on particular thing, if it changes to hand icon, your cursor is here cursor, right? It is changing to hand icon. That's a link. So the blue color, all this blue color are links. So this is also link. But see, this is not no changing to hand icon. This is the static text. So these are all different elements in the web page. So clear on this edit box means what is meant by edit box or input box? Both are same. People will call different names: edit box, text box, input box, something like that. But something you are entering a text in that edit box. That is called edit box. Okay. So then system should display sign in page should display below content. All this content it should display. I'm just support this content. Okay. So I'll remove this, all this. That's it. Should. Always should or will you need to use in the expected. So while designing the test cases, you will write till expected result only. Till expected result only you will fill. What are the fields you will fill? Test case ID, user story. See, I am mapping here itself. So you can map user story requirement. What are the requirement? Maybe you can say this, we can say one by one, right? Maybe I can define this is the one, maybe requirement 1. And I can say this is the 2. And this is the 3. So I'll give requirement 3 like this, okay? Then I can so give there something. See, now what will happen? I can so easily map them, okay? QAT, this is all QAT 1 only. So this is also QAT 1 only. So this also belongs to QAT 1 only. So this also belongs to QAT 1 only. See, now that one requirement got, so 1 test case, 2, 3. So same first requirement got 4 test cases, right? Still we have QAT 1, 5 test cases. Validate sign in with the valid credentials. That's what we are doing. You can give any name, okay? Ramesh at example.com. So I can give password test @1. You should create, okay, first, then only you will get all this. So example sign in page should be displayed. Enter valid username in username edit box. Enter valid password in password edit box. Click on sign in button, and one more. So I can say uncheck the stay logged in checkbox. Okay, maybe this is the 4. This one is 4. Okay, so like this. System should navigate to example of home page. Maybe you can say example inbox page, or so example inbox page, and it should display. So whatever it is. So is this clear till now, or any questions? So another 2 minutes, I'll close it. Any questions till now?
Sir, that requirement document will have complete details like what to expect and all.
No, expect you won't get. So they will give like this. They will give like this, and the technical manager will give more details here. Technical lead will give more details if you have questions. They will explain in the backlog, so grooming sessions. Okay, so in that grooming sessions, you need to ask more questions if you have any doubts.
That all page we need to visualize and we should write all those.
No, you will get the page design. You will get, and they will tell, okay, what are the elements are there, they will tell here. So the technical lead will write a session, right? Well, he is conducting a backlog grooming session. Grooming means this user story will be refined in more details, providing more details, like this, okay? So suppose 1/31/2024. So he'll say Okay. So home page should have sign in link. Next, you'll add all the points, okay? Like this.
Yeah, without those points, it will be little tough to guess all those.
That's what in the grooming session this will happen. But if they are not telling, you should ask. It's your responsibility.
Okay. Now
Developer
we
and
are writing it
team
because we are.
responsibility.
Yeah. Okay. Since we are seeing that web page directly, we are able to write those. But
Yeah. But this is the what important. But they will give you, I told you, right? The screenshots they will give.
okay, okay, sir. If you don't mind, if you have any screenshot, anything like that, can you
Just
share?
now I have shown, I think you missed that thing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You go through our blog in the user stories and I have listed out wireframes. So there it is there. I have listed out already. Just go through that.
Okay, sir, sure.
So they will tell here the password, no, 8 to 21 characters. So uppercase, one uppercase, letter, one number, and at least one lowercase letter. So these are the conditions they will give. So this is all refining. That's a grooming means. Grooming is explaining in detail. Create account link. Forgot password link. So like this, you will get details on that, right? I think this will help you, right? This is how a refinement
Yes, sir.
session.
This will help a lot.
So this is how they will give this. And on failure, you should show error message also. They will write here. What is the error message? So they will tell that error message also. They will tell. So like this, they will give all the messages also. Everything you have in the requirements. If not there, you can check with your technical lead or your product owner. They are responsible for all this. Clear? We'll continue tomorrow, rest of the test cases. But please go through.